The National Union of Public Service and Allied Workers Union says it will be guided by how employees want their issues addressed. Union members have gathered for an Indaba at the Hani Baragwanath hospital today. The union is finalizing how it will address its continued fight to have temporarily employed workers in the health sector permanently absorbed. Our reporter Katleho Sekhotho is there. Katleho, it appears that the Indaba has wrapped up for today. What has been said there?
A very good evening, Ntlantla. Yes, indeed, the Indaba by the NUPSAW union has concluded. And on the agenda was really the discussion about how workers want to proceed going forward in their fight to have EPWP workers permanently absorbed into the Gauteng Health Department. And so I have with me the national organizer of NUPSAW with me to briefly outline the resolutions that were agreed on. And one of these, before I go to my guest, they were really discussing how if they approach the department, what does that look like? Does that look like a strike? Does it look like some kind of disruptions? Or does it look like just beginning with discussions with the department? I have with me here the national organizer, Jeza, to just speak to me. Jeza, thanks so much for chatting to me. What resolutions were taken here today, and did you agree as workers on the way forward?
No, thank you, Katleho. Look, I would say it was a groundbreaking resolutions that we have taken, because we have managed to elect the structure of sort of a committee which will coordinate meetings and convene meetings with Gauteng Department of Health, and also including the Premier, because our last meeting that we held with Gauteng Department of Health, MEC delegated Jacob Mamabulo to lead the discussions and also to interact with us as organized labor, and we advised to elect the committee that is going to interact in terms of maybe developing a model that will actually see all EPWP's participants being considered permanent. One of the issues that we said we must relook at, because we have identified some shortcoming on the side of the Gauteng Department of Health. They don't have what you call an organizational organogram. We asked them in terms of the number of posts that are currently vacant. They did not tell us. We even told them that we are having EPWPs who are running the operation. 99% of the clinics are run by the very same EPWPs. Why can't you directly absorb from the pool of these same EPWPs? So one of the fundamental resolution we took, we said, look, this is a committee from different 5 regions, which is Ekurhuleni, COJ, West Rand, Etshwane, and also Citibanks, a representative of 2 per each regions. They will from now see that this resolution we have taken here are being implemented going forward.
Right. Yes. So it's a committee first and then approach the government and have those conversations. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. Right. Basically, it's clear. We have sat down with the government, and they even told us, look, guys, help us, We are having some problem, and you are aware that this is a new administration under Panyaza Lesufi, and with the new MEC and all together. And we have an experience of working with them previously with the program of the community health workers. We're the one, in fact, it's one and the same. In fact, we have developed a sort of document that we have worked for us while we're doing the same under the auspices of the CSW. We'll just present it, and there is no problem. And they agree even if we're going to take them in different phases, not only the EPWPs, and also the COVID-19 contracts, the nurses, the cleaners, and the securities, etc. All of them, That's the resolution. Going forward, all of them, we are going to represent them come the next council meeting or provincial chamber meetings with the Premier himself delegating Jacob Mababulo, who's going to actually help us.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Just 2 seconds, Ntate. Thank you. And Ntate, you heard there from Sibonile Jeza, who's the national organizer of NUPSAW, just explaining the resolutions they've taken, a committee that will be working ahead and facilitating those discussions with Premier Panyaza Lesufi. But I want to bring in here very quickly a worker, EPWP worker, Monica, just to chat to me about her experiences. Monica, thank you so much for speaking to us As an EPWP worker, you've had year-on-year contracts being renewed. I mean, how does this affect your ability to function if you're not permanently absorbed into the system?
Well, this is a big problem for us as EPWPs, because when you are being on a contract and it's being renewed time and again on a stipend, it is difficult to function because we have families. And we have also been working throughout COVID as well, but we never even got recognized as EPWPs. So it is difficult because also we have a PESAL. So it makes it difficult. For me, I'm a graduate and I would like to further my studies, and I work at the clinic as a cleaner. So when I apply at NSFAS rejects me because of the PESAL number. So it is the struggles that we are facing. Even if you apply for an RDP, it is a problem for us. So we would like the government to actually, absorb us permanently, because we do deserve to be absorbed permanently. Most of the clinics that we run are run by 99% EPWPs. And the permanent staff are not doing anything. So we are pleading with the government that it is about time. I started working in 2017 until up to date now. So it is about time that they absorb us. I have the skills and everything. And we also have the problem of ageism, where you are told that at age 35, the government, you don't qualify to be employed anymore. So I ask myself, with the skill that I obtained at the clinic, where must I go? Because it's not about age, it's about the skill that you have obtained.
Thank you for your time, Monica. Ntanta, you heard there from Monica, an EPWP worker who's had her contract renewed year-on-year basis and not receiving any kind of hope that she'll be permanently absorbed into the system. And also saying she works as a cleaner, so not having the option to say what kind of work she wants to do. And obviously also outlining that if you are an EPWP worker, a contractor, you don't have the benefits that a permanent employee would have, and also you can't apply for things like grants as well as funding from NSFAS if you want to pursue your studies. So a lot of issues there, and hopefully they will be addressed in the discussions as said by the committee as well as government, including Premier Panyaza Lesufi.